You guys ever be in a situation where you hear something and your brain tells you what you think you've heard and you believe it?
Yeah.
And then when you actually get the information, you go, no, there's no way that's true. I heard it with my own ears. And my brain told me what I heard.
Yeah.
But you're wrong.
Oh. Really?
Guys, I may have heard something incorrectly.
What?
That we talked about yesterday when it came to the 100-year-old steak.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Whoops.
Yes.
Well,
Whoopsie, Eddie.
you know, I mentioned that I got to stay out at Saquon over the weekend.
Yeah.
We went to my favorite steakhouse, Bull and Bourbon.
Yeah.
They have all these crazy aged steaks. In fact, they have this window where you can look at the different steaks that are being aged and things like that. And you can see them right there.
Yeah,
That's
their
cool.
aging room is like made out of glass, and it's huge, so you can see all the meat.
What's fucking crazy is that they're there for years and years and years. What was it? 100 years?
I did say, you know, the server came over.
Years.
And the server went over the specials.
Okay.
And one of the specials was 100-year-old aged T-bone.
Think about that.
Wagyu. And I went,
fancy.
Wow.
Fancy.
I've never heard of such a thing in my life.
Think about that.
Well, has Saquon been there for 100 years?
Well, here's what's crazy about that.
It makes sense to me.
Here's what's crazy about that. There was no fucking television back then. Like, think about all the
These are
things
all
that
the things.
didn't exist
Thor
back
could
then.
not wrap his head around this.
No.
Well, I started
And
Googling when I got home.
Oh, really?
Because I started talking
talking
to my wife about it. And my wife, you know, she loves steaks.
Yeah.
She couldn't believe it either. She's like, 100 years. And I go, yeah, turn of the century. The steak's been around.
Didn't make any sense.
And she goes, she wanted to call the restaurant. Because
Really?
She's like,
oh, she didn't believe it?
It's not that she didn't believe it. She didn't believe it.
How rude.
Well, what I didn't think made sense is because, you know, Eddie said it was a special. And so, you know, off the air, I was asking him, like, how much does that cost? Because, like, shit, 100-year-old steak, that must cost like $5,000 fucking dollars.
It's $55.
Yeah, Eddie,
Double
$55.
nicks.
And that's
$55.
Double Nicks.
Yeah.
And that made me pause for a second because I'm like, isn't like getting like a tomahawk more than that?
Oh,
Like,
way more.
yeah.
Well, the
Double
thing that
price.
was crazy about it to me was that it was
What's up, Thor? Tell me.
it was 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Eddie's thought process was, holy shit, it's only $55. I might as well.
I gotta get it.
I gotta get it if it's
What does a
100-year-old.
100-year-old steak taste like?
Well, like,
You have to know.
And why would they hold on to a steak for 100 fucking
100
years
years.
and then like put it on clearance sale? You know what I mean? Like you'd never do that.
After
I
like
don't know.
96 years, does it start to go bad? It's like, fuck, we got rid of the steak soon.
Honestly,
Maybe.
none of these thoughts went through my head.
Oh, really?
Because I know about the aging room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Bull and Bourbon hasn't been around for 100 years.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
No.
But I assume you went out and buy these things and put them in the... I have no idea.
Has
I have no
San
idea how it
Diego
works.
been around for 100
I
years?
mean, how stupid everything
mean,
is.
Now the
What?
Saquon tribe has been around. I don't know if the tribe brought the stuff.
Oh, like one of the
There you go.
tribesmen.
Yeah, they
There
kept
you
it in
go.
a teepee until
Again,
they
I don't
built
know
the
why.
casino.
Again, I don't know why they would sell that
Okay.
for $55.
Okay, yeah, again,
That
you
seems
would think.
crazy.
No, it's definitely wild.
Yeah, no, for sure. After I ate it, I was like, wow, that's
And
crazy.
just to be clear, you were like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it didn't even
And
really
the crazy,
taste like steak.
and that's the crazy thing.
Yeah,
All fucking day yesterday, we heard about how it didn't really taste like steak.
because it was
and
so
you
aged.
And because it was so.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised it didn't just disintegrate once you started cutting it.
It was so, it was
Because it was
very,
so
it was
old.
very tender.
Yeah.
I'll give
Because
you
it was
that.
so old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's almost as old as Titanic.
Guys,
It's almost as old as Titanic.
That's insane. Yes, Eddie.
I may have gotten it wrong.
What?
Really?
Was it 200?
What?
I may have gotten it wrong.
What?
Was it 1,000 years old?
Again, the server's talking.
Yeah.
You said, you know, I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, my brain heard 100-year-old aged steak.
Did the
And
big
I'm
dog have a
like,
couple
I had
Colorado Bulldogs?
a fruity cocktail.
Oh,
No
just
Colorado
one.
Bulldogs.
No.
That's only a Vegas drink.
That's a
right?
Vegas.
Yeah. What an
Come
idiot.
on, come
Sorry.
on, dude. No, I had one cocktail, and I wasn't even finished with it yet because it's at the beginning of the meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I wasn't sure if you were gambling at the table.
No, I'm locked and loaded.
Yeah, beforehand.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded.
Okay.
I was trying to give you an out there.
No.
Sober guy.
Again,
Okay.
brain processed one thing.
Yeah.
When something else may have been said, maybe this could have been server error. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think this is user error.
Somebody may or may not have pointed out to me, dude, don't think it was 100-year-old steak, maybe 100-day aged steak.
Yeah.
And I went,
more sense.
That would make a lot more sense.
That makes
than
a
the
lot
whole
more
depression thing that Thor brought up,
Yeah.
the TV,
Yeah.
and all the
not
all
as
the
impressive.
things.
No, it's really not. It's really
But still,
not.
Yeah.
So then I look.
Babe
I go,
Ruth was
hold
in
on.
his prime when the steak got cut.
Hold on a minute. Let me look at their menu and see what they got on their menu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I look at their menu
Yeah.
and I see 35-day aged steaks.
Okay.
Oh.
I see 40-day aged steaks.
Uh-huh.
Day.
Day.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So maybe
Just maybe.
it was 100-day aged steak and not 100-year aged steak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would
I
go with
can't
that.
confirm or deny it.
I
can't.
still
I
can't
can.
confirm or
I
deny
mean,
it.
I can.
I can tell you this. I can't confirm or deny what the server actually said.
Wow. You're gonna
Probably said day aged
Yeah,
steak.
yeah.
What I just
Honestly-
heard.
Yeah.
Honestly, if somebody would have told me, if the server would have made the mistake and said, "Yeah, we have 100-year-old steak,"
You can't even
You
get
don't
through
need to
it.
laugh at that.
I would have
I
went.
didn't even question it.
I would have went. What? Are you at what?
No.
And they were saying,
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
100-year-old
I
steak.
didn't. I didn't.
I'm like, how is that not like a historical thing?
Yeah, you want a
can I-
plaque.
can I-
You want
Can I-
to like put that in a case and never touch it to be that old?
Can I
Yeah.
make a
This
case?
is insane.
Can I make
And for
one case?
$55.
and
No, you
and,
may
and
not.
why is
Can I make one thing?
$55?
Can I say one thing?
No, you may not.
I watch a lot of Food Network TV.
Yeah.
Okay. And so sometimes I will see things. There's something called 1,000-year-old egg.
Ew, yeah.
Have you
Yes,
heard about
I've
this
heard of
thing?
this, yes.
Where they literally put it in the ground. And it's
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually a century old or whatever,
yeah.
or whatever.
1,000,
Or there was a century old eggs or something like that. I don't know. They could be. So that doesn't trip me up or anything. I think that's really wild and interesting. And then I know places in like España, Spain, they have Iberico hams that are aged for really like years and years and years and years.
100?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Really?
Yeah, they have like really old and like they do weird things over there. With
I
their
can't trust
aging
anything
and
he's saying right
fermenting
now.
Yeah, I can't.
and all kinds of stuff.
Here's
like
where,
that.
yeah.
And so my brain didn't question
Just to
it.
think, though, they have the technology in 1924 to hold the steak that long is wild to me.
I think they had it's not technology. It's actually they were doing things with fermentation back then to save their food because they actually didn't have the technology like refrigeration and
trust
things
it?
like that. I don't know, bro. I didn't really.
Nice try,
I
Andy.
was
Nice try.
excited to have a
I don't
100-year-old
trust
steak.
anything this guy says anymore.
Wait,
He's gonna walk in here and go, "Hey, I just had a 30-year-old Big Mac."
What? You
We
did?
have heard that before. There was a guy.
Okay,
who
can
said-
you
I'm
stop?
just
Can you
saying!
stop?
What?